Welcome everyone, new episode, Heavy Metal Music Theory, the band Pink Floyd, the song Breathe, after, off of Dark Side of the Moon. We're starting out with an intro. It's a 2-chord vamp, and it's an E minor add 9, which is most likely going to be the 2 chord in the key of D, and it's followed by the A7, which is the 5 chord in the key of D. Now, this is what you would call a Dorian mode vamp, because a vamp meaning it's just a simple 2 chord back and forth. It's really laying into that whole vibe of just being those 2 chords. And, E minor being the 2 of D, and A7 being the 5 of D, with no D, starting on E, gives you that Dorian vibe. So it's a 2-5 from the parent key of D major, but we're considering it Dorian. Chorus. Alright guys, a little rusty on this one. Don't play it very often. So we're starting off with a C major 7 chord, which then goes to the B minor, and then an F major 7, to a G, to a D7. And then back to that 2 to 5 vamp in E Dorian. The question here is, what's going on in terms of the chord progressions, right? We're starting off with the 2 chord vamp in E Dorian, and then we are switching abruptly to the key of G. For that chorus part, guys, we're in essentially the key of G, right? We have a C major 7, which is the 4. We got that B minor, which is your 3. Then we have the G, which is your 1, and then the D7, which is your dominant, which definitely points to it being in the key of G. But there's one chord that doesn't fit. It's the F major 7, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to employ the usage of parallel keys to try to justify the placement of this chord. Now, in reality, they probably just threw it in there, it sounded good, and then they record it, and that's it. But this is all about heavy metal music theory. This is about re-engineering, reverse engineering what makes these songs great, so that we can learn from it and then, obviously, appreciate it and write our own songs to be just as great. So, the F major 7 contains an F, A, C, and an E. That's an F major 7. I'm going to use the parallel key known as G Dorian as the justification for this F major 7. G Dorian is all natural notes except for B flat, and there is no B flat in the key, or I'm sorry, there's no B flat in the chord of F major 7. So we're pulling that as the 7th chord in the Dorian mode starting on G. Okay, now whether that's what they thought or knew or whatever, we'll never know, but that's my justification. So whenever you have a chord that's not part of the key that you're in, you always got to think to yourself, is there a parallel key that this chord could be coming from? And of course, parallel keys are any scale that's different other than the fact that it starts on the same letter. So G major and G minor are parallel, G minor and G Dorian are parallel, etc. So that's what we're doing for this one. I think that's pretty much it for this song. Alright guys, that's all we got for you today. Thank you for watching. Smash that like, hit that subscribe,